Hi everyone, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today I'll be demonstrating how to create a gingerbread house using the delicious gingerbread premix from my dream cake and the royal icing. I'll be starting off by creating the gingerbread cookie dough. This is unsalted butter that I have in my standing mixer with my paddle attachment. I'm going to run it for a couple of minutes on medium speed until it softens, scraping down the sides halfway through, and then continue to beat that until it is light, creamy, and pale. Add in the golden syrup, and then run until it is all incorporated. You can scrape down the sides halfway through again just to make sure that everything is nice and evenly incorporated. I let my mixer run for an additional 3 minutes. At which point then you can add in your flour. So this is the gingerbread premix from my dream cake. You can find this and all the materials used today listed in the link in our bio. Let that run until it starts to become a little bit incorporated, and then add in your water. You don't want to be mixing this for too long, otherwise it activates the gluten that's in the flour and you end up getting a cookie dough that spreads out when baked. So as soon as it is just incorporated, when everything is nice and smooth, you can stop the mixer, pop it onto your bench top with a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick, and then form it into a large bowl. From there you can refrigerate it for half an hour and then you can roll it out. I'd recommend rolling it to about 1/2 centimeter or so, and then using this gingerbread house cutter, I am cutting out 2 of everything. You can take out the excess, roll it again, and then cut out your next layer of cookies. The cutters also come with this little door, so I'm going to be removing it from one of the sides, and that's about the thickness that you'll want to cut these cookies. Freeze them for a good hour or 2 and then bake them off as per package instructions. This is the pre-mixed royal icing that I'm using here, and I have demonstrated how to create this. This was from my dream cake, and I'll leave that video linked in the description box for you guys. Taking a piping bag fitted with a round piping tip, I believe this was a number 3, I am creating little shells along the top triangular corner of one of the faces of the house. And then basically you can just go nuts with whatever design you like. You can follow along with my particular design here, or try something completely different. So I liked layers. I like how it looks lifted, so I decided to go on with another layer over the top of those 2. And then swirls, just little swirls and curtains everywhere else. I didn't actually water down my royal icing. This is the consistency that I got straight out of the packaging. If you wanted to, you could water it down with a little bit of lemon juice, but I felt that this was a perfect consistency for this particular project. This was the Gold Rush sprinkles or cashews, and I am just adding them over the top of the royal icing. You do want to work quickly once you have piped everything, and if you do intend on sticking things to your royal icing, you want to do it as soon as you finish the piping. It does dry pretty quickly, which is good. So you just want to make sure that you get in there in time to stick on your sprinkles. For the door, the cookie cutter did come with this little rectangular piece right in the center. I'm going to use that as a door handle and then stick a little gold edible pearl cashew right over the top. For the roof panels, I'm going to be creating a diagonal grid. And then we're going to be creating little circular dollops in between the intersections for our gold pearls to stick onto. For the scalloped edge, I am going to be sticking these pre-mixed Christmas sprinkles over the top. This will add a nice pop of color and Christmas theme. So we've got these tiny little stars, we've got the trees, even little pearls there as well. For the side walls, we're creating, I like to call this a curtain. It's like a double layer scallop. And I'm running that pattern all the way through. I'm going to take some elements from the sprinkles like the stars, and we're going to be sticking the stars onto the sides. So I really like that you have that sort of variety where you can pick things out from that one ball and just use them independently. After they've dried for about an hour, I'm going to take my piping bag one more time, and I had some baking paper over the tip so that the royal icing didn't dry. If it did dry, I'd have to change piping bags and piping tips. So quick tip, make sure that you cover it with Glad Wrap so it doesn't dry out. We're going to be adding a bit of royal icing onto the edging of those cookies. There's like little insert sections and grooves that you can fit into the side panels. And this all lines up perfectly, which is awesome. So puzzling this together is really easy. That's what I liked about these particular set of cutters. Adding some royal icing at the very top for my roof. And then just gently pressing that on. This will take another maybe 15-20 minutes to dry. And in the meantime, I'm going to be adding some more Christmas sprinkles at the very top. So I'm creating zigzags with my circle tip. I haven't changed tip at all throughout the whole process. And then using the lid to gently apply those sprinkles. Once it's all set, you can create some extra decoration to hide the seams. So wherever those little puzzle pieces come together, you could pipe a nice decorative border or add more sprinkles onto those areas as well. And that's it. That is how you create a really fun and easy to create gingerbread house using the gingerbread dough, the royal icing, and the cutters, plus the sprinkles from my dream cake. You can find all these materials and more at their website linked in our bio. And if you do recreate this, we would love to check it out. Hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot and hashtag my dream cake so we can see. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all in the next one.